Hello and welcome back to the Celluloid Misfits. Today I get to take a look at Laurel and Hardy, The Silent Years from 1927, a Blu-ray release from Eureka Video as part of their Masters of Cinema series number 294. Standing tall alongside Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin as pioneers of cinematic comedy, Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy are two of the most beloved comedians in the history of moving pictures. Having acted alongside each other for the first time in 1921, they officially teamed up later in the decade in a series of shorts made for producer Hal Roach, launching a wildly successful partnership that would survive into the sound era and last for another quarter of a century. This collection captures the duo's earliest misadventures on screen, chronicling their journey from their first films together, The Lucky Dog and the aptly titled 45 Minutes to Hollywood, to the dawn of their official partnership in 13 shorts released throughout 1927. From Duck Soup and Sailors Beware to Do Detectives Think, Putting Pants on Philip, and The Battle of the Century, once available only in incomplete versions until its missing scenes were rediscovered in 2015, these films show the development of two independent comedians into the most influential and celebrated comedy duo of all time. The Masters of Cinema series is proud to present the early works of Laurel and Hardy, painstakingly restored from the best available materials held by collectors and archives around the globe in a special 2-disc Blu-ray edition for the first time in the UK from 2K Restorations. The set contains the following shorts: Lucky Dog, 45 Minutes from Hollywood, Duck Soup, Slipping Wives, Love 'Em and Weep, Why Girls Love Sailors, With Love and Hisses, Sailors Beware, Do Detectives Think, Flying Elephants, Sugar Daddies, The Second 100 Years, Call of the Cuckoo, Putting Pants on Philip, and The Battle of the Century. Special features on the release include a 1080p HD presentation on Blu-ray from new 2K Restorations, scores by a variety of silent film composers including Neil Brand, Antonio Coppola, Eric Le Guin, and Donald Sozin. Brand new audio commentaries on Lucky Dog, 45 Minutes from Hollywood, Duck Soup, Slipping Wives, and Love 'Em and Weep by film historian and writer David Collat. Brand new audio commentaries on Why Girls Love Sailors, With Love and Hisses, Sailors Beware, and The Second 100 Years by Patrick Vasey, editor of the Laurel and Hardy magazine and host of the Laurel and Hardy podcast. Brand new audio commentaries on Do Detectives Think and The Battle of the Century by film writer Chris Segan and Kip Harness. Brand new audio commentaries on Flying Elephants, Sugar Daddies, Call of the Cuckoo, and Putting Pants on Philip by Glenn Mitchell. Brand new audio commentaries on The Second 100 Years and The Battle of the Century by silent film accompanist Neil Brand. Alternate Robert Youngson score on Putting Pants on Philip, newly restored by Stephen C. Horn. Brand new interview with Neil Brand. Laurel and Hardy in the UK, a 1932 recording by Laurel and Hardy to promote their UK tour, featuring footage of the duo visiting Tynemouth. Turning Point, Stan Laurel, an extensive interview with Stan Laurel from 1957. Stan Laurel talks to Tony Thomas, a 1959 interview featuring footage of Laurel and Hardy visiting Edinburgh as part of their 1932 UK tour. Sailors Beware, a Super 8 version with audio commentary by Chris Segan and Glenn Mitchell. The Bulldog Breed, the Super 8 version of Do Detectives Think with audio commentary by Chris Segan and Glenn Mitchell. The Mad Butler, the Super 8 version of Do Detectives Think with audio commentary by Chris Segan and Glenn Mitchell. The Battle of the Century Pie Fight, Super 8 version with audio commentary by Chris Segan, and stills galleries for each short. I absolutely loved this release. I grew up watching Laurel and Hardy with my grandparents, with my parents, always had a blast watching the movies, found them to be very, very funny. And to go back to where it all started, to where it all began, I didn't even know that they had made so many silent movies, but this was an absolute joy to watch. And the restorations look incredible for films that are almost 100 years old. these look absolutely spectacular. It's an absolutely beautiful piece, and if you are a true fan, you're going to really enjoy going through all those really informative audio commentaries, but also the old archival interviews. Anyway, this has been another episode of the Celluloid Misfits. Thank you for watching and for your continued support. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and keep checking back on the channel for further releases of amazing physical media.